Okay, friends, so today is the Day of the Dead. Some were known as Samhain and some were known as Halloween, and probably known with other names other places in the world. And it's a bit special because it coincides this year with the Festival of Light Diwali, celebrated widely in India and other countries like Sri Lanka. Most probably other countries as well, maybe Nepal, Bhutan, I don't know for sure. So, however, what I would like to share with you today is how you can make a ritual that will help you connect to your ancestors and also to grief and unsolved issues that you carry within you from your own life, but also from the life of your ancestors, spiced with Buddhist intentions within it all. And this is kind of like a practice that is developed by me, but of course not invented by me. I have been learning these things for a long time and applying ritual for my own psychological benefit, healing, and also path of development of the self and transformation. So rituals are very powerful experiences. You can call them tools for enhancing your own life and understanding of life, death, and everything there is. So for the ancestral ritual, uh, these items here, the food, the tea, and the candle, they are offerings that I will use for my ancestors. And this here would be for the grief part, the grief rituals, where I use stones and salt water. These things I have learned. And these here are items from my daily Buddhist practices that I just want to be here so that they can connect through the presence and through the power of intention with what I'm going to do here as a ritual for balancing out and pacifying the spirits of the ancestors, and also dealing with my own issues, with things that I need to let go and transform in my life. And here I would like to introduce you to my ancestor altar, you can call it. It's a place where I have images of my ancestors. You can see them here. There are ancestors who have passed and my living ancestors, my mother and my father. Here are my kids and me and my brother and me, and this is a poem that I have dedicated to my ancestors. It's called For One Who Is Exhausted, a Blessing. This is kind of like an item that symbolizes the connections I can have to their voices. The feathers symbolize the descension to heaven or ascension to heaven. And here I have some grains and salt, and of course a candlelight, and minerals are the bones of the earth, and of course some incense. So you can create your own ancestral altar if you need to connect to your ancestors often. I do. The bones of my ancestors are not buried where I live. I live in a different country that where I was born, but the earth is one. And the spirit is one, the matter is one, the light is one, the space is one, so we're all connected. So these are also offerings from grains and then vegetables, plants, fruit, milk, some meats, nuts, and sweets, and a tea for purification. So the next part would be the offering of these items, and where I will talk about why we're offering and the intention behind all of this. Okay, so This is the space in my garden where I do ritual work. It's near a tree, the tree representing the tree of life, connection between heaven and earth. These two rituals are not performed together, maybe always. The ancestral ritual is because it's Halloween or the Day of the Dead or Samhain. Well, the grief ritual I do because it's a dark moon. So basically, a grief ritual is something you can do every dark moon. Well, the ancestral ritual you can do whenever you feel like you need help from your ancestors. So what you do for the ancestral ritual is that you can use some sound. I will use this bell to call upon the spirits of all of your ancestors, recently passed, but also long, long ago, reflecting on what ancestors are, that basically all the elements, the sun, the stars, everything there is, light, space, is an ancestor, all the forms of life that were. Just take a moment to invite them, invite those who want to assist you in healing and repairing, and offering the food and the drink with the intention of that being nourishment for them so that they can come and help you and do the work in the spirit realm, on the spirit level of the ancestral lineage healing. And with an attitude of love and gratefulness and reconciliation, we are offering these gifts directly to the earth, to our ancestors, and pouring so that they may drink and eat and become nourished and replenished. All of them who suffered because of wars and famine, everyone is now invited to take part and enjoy the food. And when you feel like it, you can take some time and sit and meditate and just see whatever connects, whoever appears, if there are any messages, if there's anything that you want to say to your ancestor, any specific problems that you want help with. And then you can just close that by just saying that we are now closing this space with an attitude of gratitude and thankfulness and rejoicing, and we love you, and we love all of the spirits, all of the ancestors, all of the elements, and that we are now back into the real world. Here I have this dug a hole, which is for burying the stones representing the bones of the earth, but there are also vessels that I have used to tell what I'm grieving, things that right now in my life are important, that I feel sadness for, that I either have to let go of, or I feel sadness because of them not being happening, and I have told my problems or my grief to these stones, and then I put them in the ground and imagine that they are seeds. I ask for the ancestors and the spirit of the stones in the mountains to help me metabolize this grief and transform whatever was being a problem or an issue into a seed that the rich soil can fertilize. And this water with salt, symbolizing the purification of the tears of a heart that is in pain, are giving also nourishment, so that whatever was a problem can flourish into a new life and grow into something beautiful. And after that, I will just spend some time thinking about, dreaming and visualizing about what I want to invite in my life instead of those problems that have caused me grief. Then again, I thank all the helpers and ancestors and spirits that have been here, elements, everything there is to help performing this ritual and changing the shifts in energy and consciousness with me and whoever is touched by the performance of this ritual. So in these simple ways, you can see that rituals are very practical processes. They are methods for self-development, for healing, and healing of the spirit, healing of the consciousness, also that results in the healing of the body. And they are great psychological tools for resolving inner conflicts, for going through hard times, and in general setting intention for well-being, peace, prosperity, so that thankfulness, forgiveness, reconciliation can rule in a much more powerful way than they do now over this world and humanity and in the universe in general. Thank you for watching this with me. May it be of benefit.